runner, really. I started writing a couple years ago, and my big motivation came from what I gained from my culture, and it drove me absolutely crazy. So I had to write the frustration out. So this poem I wrote 2 years ago, and I'll give a little bit of a background on it. I come from a Ukrainian culture where it's very restrictive. All my life I've heard what I can't do, and what I cannot do. So coming from that, it was everything that I couldn't ever do. And to me, that was just not exceptional. So I always asked, why not? And I said, well, watch me prove you wrong. And finally, this I wrote 2 years ago, and by now, I can say that when I was a crippled then, I couldn't walk, now I can run. And you'll see why, and I hope that you can understand why. And maybe this will be inspiring to someone else, because I think that no matter what culture you come from, especially when you're working with family, they have certain expectations they put on you, and it's very difficult to just get out of them. The scars of my soles. I like shoes. I really like shoes. In fact, it's an obsession that started many years ago. Can you tell?
Yes.
My story is long, but here's the deal. It started out with wearing shoes so very wrong for my very big feet. Now my feet are big, and they have dreams wide and toes, and the shoes I've born into fit only through my baby steps. My feet didn't stop growing though. They reached for stars with big, big, big dreams. At first, I felt the pain a little, and then it grew, and then it grew, and then it gave me blisters. The shoes were permanent. They bleed my soles regularly. It feels like wearing someone else's shoes for years of 2 and 20. I only wish I knew how to. I only wish I knew how to. I only wish I could. I only wish I could take these shoes off. The shoes are way too small. My heel sticks out and my toes are cold. The blisters from years ago leave scars. And these scars, my soles carry patiently tell stories. I watch the new blisters carefully. They narrate another decade of painful uncertainty. These shoes I've had a while, since the time I could ever understand or think. Days I take in and out, counting, and hard at trying to figure out the trick of how to take these shoes off. From soles of one foot to another, they've heard the same scar stories way too many times. These shoes circle between brainwashed generations, collecting stories too heavy to repeat. I listen to every scar narrated, experiencing it as my own. I cried and laughed. I screamed of pain and tended to my wounded feet, and years go by, and my experiments go wasted. To this day, I'm working at it. How shall I rid of these wrinkled shoes? They smell of blood. The sweat of trying too hard makes me nauseated, and I chew my strong minted gum, hoping for it to glue my lips from screaming. Until one day, I found the scribbles of invisible ink on the inside. It said, loud and plain, only come off with a new owner in line. A chill goes through my vents of my brain. My blood freezes for a moment. I wish these blisters, not even upon my worst enemy. Okay, maybe I've considered it. But would I ever walk with that crippled feet again without making someone else a cripple? How could I? So I put my pen down, I close my diary, I sit and I hug my knees and I look outside the window at the bird that's sitting on the branch. And then it flies away into the sky, and I sit there and I watch it and I wonder, would I ever know what it really feels like to feel that true freedom out high?